Hello everybody, today we will be making donuts. First we are starting with 1 sachet of yeast, and then we will add 1 cup warm milk, and then we will add 1 tablespoon sugar and mix it all together.
Make sure your eggs are room temperature and your milk is lukewarm.
And then we will add 3.5 cups flour.
We didn't really sift our flour this time around, but I think maybe when you make yours, try and sift your flour. It might make your donuts nice and fluffy.
1 teaspoon salt with 1/2 cup melted butter and 2 eggs. And then after we add 3.5 cups flour, the teaspoon of salt, the 1/2 cup melted butter and the 2 eggs, we will be adding in the mixture we made in a separate bowl with the sachet of yeast, the 1 cup warm milk and the tablespoon of sugar.
Mix your dough thoroughly in the bowl to prepare it for kneading.
And once that gets nice and stiff, we're gonna start using our hands. So one of the things we have to learn when we're cooking or baking is that sometimes things don't really come out the way we intended them to. We had a really great recipe for these donuts, and I have to say we have made them before, but this time they came out a little bit drier than usual. And I think it was around this point where we made a little bit of a dense dough than usual. But, try the recipe for yourself and let us know how it works on your end. Remember, don't make it too dry. We split our dough into 3 different parts so that we can all have a dough to play with. But if you're doing this alone, you can just make one big one to knead by yourself.
Have fun, and if you're very, very excited, you might want to have more fun than usual.
After kneading it, you're going to roll it in oil and then roll it into a ball and then put it into a bowl and let it sit.
Put it aside and watch it rise. Once your dough is risen, it should look twice as big as it did when you put it in.
Flour your surface, and once your surface is floured, you can uncover your balls and start kneading the dough. Once you've kneaded your dough, you can roll it out into 5 centimeter of thickness, and then you could use if you have a circle cookie cutter, you could use that, or you could use a cup. You put it in the flour and then you start making your circles, and then if you have a shot glass, you can use it to make the holes in the center.
What you can do with your balls that were in the center, you could shape them into anything like a star, a heart, anything like a square, a triangle, anything.
Once that's all done, we'll cover our dough and let it rest for a bit. Our dough has risen a little bit more, and now we're going to test out a few of them in our hot pan in the fryer. Remember, when you are using oil, always have adult supervision in the kitchen.
And also remember, you don't have to make your donuts how we made ours. You can make them any shape you'd like.
Once our test donut was done, we then went in by putting the rest of our little smaller donut balls into the pan and let them cook in our oil until they were golden brown. As you can see here, they're looking nice and brown. You turn them a little bit, and then once they're good, you take them out. After that was done, we just had more fun making more donuts.
For our glaze, we put in half a cup of milk, 2 cups of icing sugar, yellow food coloring, and vanilla essence. And the vanilla essence, since it's darker than the yellow food coloring, it made the yellow food coloring orange.
Next time I want to see what happens if you try this with some cream, because the milk seemed a little bit too runny and I didn't get the consistency that we liked, but it was delicious nonetheless.
Dip your donuts in the glaze and put them aside to rest. This was so much fun because at the end we got to taste them and they were very sweet and good.
We made some fun donuts on the side just to see what they would turn out like, and we made some big ones, some small ones, some unshaped ones, and all sorts of fun. Please like and subscribe. Tell us how your donuts went, and if you'd like to try any recipes, remember to put them in the comments.
And don't forget to share. And remember to like and subscribe to Now We Shall Eat.